What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 4 with me, Smashpop, and Jeremy.
And this podcast is all about smashpop and me hanging out, talking about stuff, spreading some good vibes. It's a casual conversation, guys.
Yes, sir. So before we start this podcast, right, I just want to tell you guys that we actually kind of, recorded this podcast. Not recorded because we didn't press record, right?
Yeah.
We kind of just talked like normal, for like 5 minutes, and then I realized that, the thing is not recording lah. So now this is actually the second time we are recording this.
The second time we're starting the podcast. I don't know how I feel. Because I felt like in the earlier recording that we cannot play because it doesn't exist because we were just talking into dead air.
Yeah.
I shared a lot of my feelings and my innermost thoughts and my personal philosophies and how to improve and change your lives. And now that's gone because the moment is lost. You guys have lost out. I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah, that was like the most important episode ever in the history of But then again, now we just probably have to share with you like what happened in our week lah. So Jeremy,
Yes.
Chinese New Year is coming.
Yeah, man.
Actually not coming like the time you are listening this is already Chinese New Year. So happy Chinese New Year, 恭喜发财.
恭喜发财，恭喜发财.
Basically right, all the wishes that we wish is all 恭喜发财 but different languages.
Yeah.
Different accent, different dialects. Not accents, yeah. And they all mean the same thing. Basically is to
wish you lots of money.
You get a lot of money.
Wish you get rich.
Wish you get rich. Basically Chinese New Year is all about getting rich.
It's a good philosophy.
Correct, because you got no money. You got no money to pay for hospital, so you cannot get healthy.
Wow.
So with money, you get healthy. Correct or not?
That is true.
Actually, this is based on my experience lah. Because if you got no money to pay for my surgery, how am I going to get a healthier arm after I broke it?
Oh, that is
Correct
true.
or not?
Very true. Very true.
Very good.
So may you be so rich.
You are
healthy.
Have all the money to be healthy for a very long time.
Wow, I like. So everything comes back to money lah.
Correct.
So with Chinese New Year coming up, what are the celebrations usually like for you and your house?
Actually, my house very simple one. We basically just clean the house, and then on the first day is a vegetarian day.
Oh,
so,
you do vegetarian day on the first day?
Yeah.
Every year or
every Chinese New Year first day?
That is so interesting. I didn't know this.
Because first day is also a vegetarian day for like those Buddhist people.
Right.
So me and my dad, we are not like so into this thing. But then because my mom is vegetarian on the first day, then we are like, okay lah, we follow lah.
Wow. So what kind of like stuff do you eat as a vegetarian?
You eat vegetable.
I mean, like, is there like a particular? Do you guys do different types of like vegetarian cuisine, like?
Not really. We just basically just tapao like vegetarian food, or we just go and find and hunt for vegetarian restaurants that are open on the first day.
Right.
Usually, there are two types of restaurants. One is they open because they know people are vegetarian that day. They want to earn money. Second type is they don't open at all during a vegetarian day because it's Chinese New Year first day.
Yeah.
So they don't care about you.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Like for me in my house, our breakfast every year first day Chinese New Year is roti canai. Yeah, because
Why?
that's the only shop that's open.
Okay, also suddenly it becomes like a tradition.
It's like a tradition,
thing,
right? Yeah. For the longest time, I didn't understand it because I always felt like, roti canai again. And then after a while, I just asked my father or my family, like, why are we doing roti canai every morning? And my sister was like, you go and find Chinese shop first to eat lah. Go and tapao the your home. I'm like, good point.
Kopitiam also never open. Yeah. Anyway, so there's some Chinese New Year stories for some people who are listening this during Chinese New Year. If you're listening this in Hari Raya, during Hari Raya, then Selamat Hari Raya to you lah. So anyway, what's been up, Jeremy?
This morning I went to a wedding. Yeah. It was an ROM. A friend of mine got married. I was invited to the ROM, the registry of marriage, which to me is a lot more enjoyable to go to than the actual wedding banquet.
Okay.
The reason for that is with an ROM, everything is very clear cut, the agenda.
Yep.
You go, you show up, you take a couple of opening pictures, you watch them register, sign, chop, stamp, delivered, right? Then you go back out, take picture, then you go to restaurant, eat a quick lunch, then you come home. Your day is like done in like 2-3 hours.
If it's me, right, I will be looking forward to the lunch.
The lunch.
The lunch would be a nice one, right, usually?
Actually, it really depends. But I like the lunch because it's usually very that's like chilled out food. It's also like going out for lunch with like your friends and family like that. You know what I mean? And it's just like a nice hangout. While a wedding banquet, everybody is seated across the hall.
Yeah. And everyone just they don't like to be at the banquet, right? Because they are forced to go there to see two people getting married, and even the two people who are getting married, they don't like to be there because they have to serve people, they cannot eat food, and then they will be very tired the whole night.
It's true. I don't know. This is an unpopular opinion, but wedding banquets are like package misery. For everybody involved, because it hurts your wallet. They're damn expensive, right? The bride and groom can't really hang out with their friends because you just can't.
Yeah, they have to do their thing.
They have to do their thing, right? Then you got like multiple costume changes. For the guests, the food isn't as expensive as the meal is. It's not like going to eat banana leaf lah, right?
Correct.
I don't know anybody who would dare say wedding banquet food is better than banana leaf rice.
And also because they have to pay for it, right? Because if you go there one person, you have to pay at least like $100 ang pao, right? If two person, you go as a couple, you have to pay 200. Wow, 200 for a meal, and then you don't get to eat a lot.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is super crazy.
So, we are all not like banquet people.
Yeah. So the way I look at it is, go for the ROM, be friends enough to be invited to ROM. Because ROM is like
not the dinner.
Not the dinner. Dinner all like, sorry, no thank you, I'm busy,
busy,
got work.
sorry.
Yeah. So that's...
to pay money. Hey, RM no need to pay money, right?
ROM no need.
Good.
No need. ROM, you are in the inner circle. Only the inner circle gets invited to the ROM.
So inner circle means you are close enough that they don't want you to give money.
They don't even think about it. They need you there as a witness to their marriage. Not if you go to banquet, you're just witness to your own wallet burning.
Correct. And the thing is, also one more thing. Banquet, right? They always say start at 7, right? And then at 8:30 you only get to eat.
Yeah.
And then you have to sit there for like 1.5 hours to know for what.
Yeah. And then, so the thing about the banquets is sometimes they, like the bride and groom, they put on a bit of a show, like where the groom will dance for the bride or serenade the bride, or the bride will do some performance.
Correct.
Actually, the reality is, and I've gone to enough weddings, I've hosted some weddings. Nobody cares about your performance. Like, you are not Shakira, you're not Ed Sheeran. It's very nice, it's very touching, but you can save that for your
own, like you play in your own bedroom.
Yeah.
No need to do in a banquet because nobody cares.
Correct.
Especially those people, right? Not very close. They sit damn far away.
Yep.
They cannot see anything.
Yep.
They'll just be playing their phone and then they'll be like, hey, so hungry lah. Where's the food coming? The wife is still dancing to the husband lah, how lah, like that.
and then whoever is performing, right? The other party that's receiving the performance have to sit there and like do the, oh, I'm so touched face. Oh wow, like oh my goodness, like you have to maintain that for like 4 minutes, 5 minutes.
And the thing is, the receiving party already know what's happening because they have been rehearsing the whole night.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. And so this is it. I'm gonna sound bitter, and you know what? If I do get married, it's probably gonna bite me in the butt because I'm probably going to have to like do stuff like this.
Don't invite me.
ROM.
RM can. But
okay.
Really don't invite me. But you know we are close friends.
Yeah.
It's close enough that you know I won't go to your
Say already, right?
Correct.
Oh man. So for anybody out there who's looking to get married, I was thinking about it. Our current economic situation not great and all that. Here is my recommendation.
Okay.
Instead of a hotel banquet that you do, you take the money, you go and renovate your house.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
You take the money, some people spend like 50, 60, 100,000 or so. You take that money, you renovate your house. You turn it into your dream home. Isn't that make more sense?
Like a new partner and a new house.
Yeah, like put like LED light everywhere.
Then you can do TikTok together. Okay, good idea. If you are planning your wedding, please save the money. Don't invite anyone to your banquet because nobody likes.
Yeah. It's facts. It's facts. We can say this now because all our friends are married, and I just want to let to everybody who's ever invited me to a wedding, I did not have that good a time. This is so terrible, right? Like outing myself here.
So anyway, that's your week, right?
Yeah. What about you?
How many times I said your just now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 yours.
We're gonna do a counter.
Yeah, later lah. Later when we edit. So anyway, my week, quite a number of things happened, but there's one thing that I've been keeping secret from you, so that I can reveal it to you now.
Okay.
And then you can, share your first-hand impression, thoughts, and whatever lah.
I am all ears.
Are you ready?
I am ready. Lay it on me. Take deep breath first. Okay.
I bought a new watch.
You bought a new watch? You bought a new watch.
As you can see, I'm not wearing it now because I don't want you to see it. now.
Do you have it with you?
Of course, I have it with me.
Where is this watch?
It's here.
Oh, it's in your-
Wait, do you want me to like explain or describe to you so you can guess what watch is it?
It's an
Or
Omega moon watch.
No. That one cannot reach here because it's too expensive.
Okay.
This one is in the meantime. Play first.
Okay.
Okay, I describe to you. I describe to you. Okay. Don't know whether you know this brand or not.
Okay.
So anyway, this brand used to be a US brand.
Okay.
Started in Lancaster in the US. 18 something. And then they started making watches for the US Army.
Okay.
This is very typical story.
Yeah.
They started making watches for the US Army. They people call it the rail track watch because they took over the rail company or whatever shit.
Okay.
Right. And then they started making that, and eventually they got bought over by this company called Swatch.
Okay.
Okay. And then they moved to Switzerland.
Right.
And then they become a Swiss watch company.
Right.
And then after that, they started making more watches lah, because then So that's the history of it. And if I name this series of watch, you might know it.
Okay. I want you to know that I'm terrible with history and all that kind of stuff. I only like the stuff that I like.
So these army watches, right? They call it the field watch.
Field watch. Yes.
Field watch. Yes. So one of their most popular series of watch is called the field watch mechanical or field watch automatic, field watch khaki.
You bought a Hamilton.
Oh my god, you know!
You bought a Hamilton.
Yes.
Congratulations. Also, I am so happy I figured it out. Are you impressed or not?
I am impressed.
For a while there, I was like, field watch, I can only think of Hamiltons. Then like, field watch khaki, Hamilton.
Yeah!
Nicely
Okay.
done.
So I tell you how I got to know about this thing.
Okay.
So a friend of mine, he sent me a picture of this IWC watch.
Right.
Then I saw them like, wow, white dial with the numbers, quite nice, simple, with the leather strap. And then I sent this picture to another watch friend. Right. And then this other watch friend say, oh, you like this watch? You might as well see this one.
Right.
Because it's 10% of the price. Because the IWC was 20, whatever lah,
Yeah.
Then I saw this other watch that my friend sent me. It's like, oh, Hamilton mechanical khaki.
Very nice.
White dial, numbers, silver bezel, and that green NATO strap.
Yeah, man, I know.
Then I'm like, I need this.
You're like a dragon, the shiny.
Yeah, I need this. So I went and researched a lot more, and I know that this series, I feel mechanical khaki is their like signature
It is a
series,
signature
right?
watch, yeah.
And then I realized that it's a mechanical watch.
Yeah.
So I have to wind every single time I wear. And also, wait, before that, then I saw the price. Retail price was 2004.
Right.
Then I'm like, 2004 only? The moon watch was 29K, which I cannot afford. This 2004, I think I can.
Right.
And then I realized that, this one is mechanical, and then it only shows time.
Right.
No date.
Yep.
Then my friend say, oh, actually they also have another version. Automatic with date, same price. Then I'm like, huh? What? Extra features, but same price? And then my friend said, but it comes with in the bracelet form.
Right.
It's not the NATO strap.
Right.
Then I went and see it, I'm like, okay, can because I don't have a bracelet watch.
Yeah.
And my Seiko, that whatever porcelain was white dial.
Yep.
So, and then this one is black dial.
Ooh.
So I was deciding, like, should I get a white dial or black dial? But this one, same price with bracelet war, not NATO strap war, like more premium war.
And you can buy your own NATO strap, to be honest. It's the bracelet stuff is hard to get after if you buy a strap. If you want a bracelet, it's very hard to get after that.
So
But
you always start with a bracelet
start with a
first.
bracelet and then get like third-party leather or NATO straps if you want to.
So hence I got it.
Okay, now it's time to show. I've like listened to you talk. I just want to see. My God.
Here you go.
Oh, so beautiful. This needs. Okay, so right now, if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, I'm going to show it to the camera really quickly. Wow, very nice.
And also because it's automatic, right? This version is like the transparent back where you can see all the insides.
Yes.
The mechanical khaki you cannot.
Yeah.
And it also has 80 hours power reserve.
Very nice.
This one also 100 meters water resistant.
Oh, I'm getting goosebumps lah. Just holding this watch.
The khaki is only 50. So this is definitely a better deal overall.
Features wise and all that, right?
Yeah.
It's just that with the khaki, you got the legacy thing going for it, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Like that lor.
Wow. Wow, I'm so happy for you, man. Like, oh, bring the tear to my eye. When did you get this?
Few days ago,
Right, that day
before I met you at the cafe.
Right.
The day before.
Oh, you also wanted to tell me already then, right?
I was like, should I tell him? Should I tell him?
I'm just really surprised that you resisted posting about this.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that is the tougher draw for you. Like,
Correct.
I want to share, but
Yeah, but the whole being secretive thing is because I want this moment.
this is a good moment.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a nice watch. The Hamiltons are very, very nice. I've always wanted like one, the field watch actually, the khaki one. Like I think there's a green dial one.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was always like, oh, if I get the Hamilton, I want a green dial.
Oh,
one.
you want the green dial?
Yeah. But yes, it's very nice. Well, I'm speechless. I'm so happy for you. That's a good watch.
Thank you very much. So anyway, I got this at the watch shop that you hosted before.
Water time?
Water time.
Nice.
And they gave me like 15% discount.
Ooh.
So I bought it for 2040.
Ooh.
Good deal, right?
Very good deal.
Yeah.
Nicely
For a
done.
bracelet watch, automatic, 42mm. Because they have 38 and 42. The 38 is a little bit smaller. I don't like small watches. So I got the 42mm.
I think for you it is a very good size. So like if you sort of think about like, I don't know if you're into watches, but here's a little bit of like watch trivia, right? So there are field watches and there are pilot watches.
Okay.
So like if you look at the two of them, there are similarities, right?
Okay.
They both have that very basic, very standout numbers, so very easy to read. And a lot of people are like, what's the difference between pilot watch and field watch? Why they look kind of like the same but different, like rating and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The pilot watches are a little bit more clever with how they handle magnets.
Oh.
Because they're up in a plane.
Yeah, correct.
So they cannot have any magnetism like affect the time telling and all that. So field watches are meant for like the field, like grass and land. So they don't need to be built so sensitive to magnetism. But pilot watches have a little bit of that stuff in there. So, but that's all like internal stuff. To us, we look pretty. It looks the
As
same.
long as it looks nice, I don't care. I never fly, also wear fly paint all.
Oh, yeah. All right. Oh man, I'm so happy for you.
So anyway, finally I can post this on social.
Finally. Come, I help you take picture later.
So anyway, that was
It's like a quick
my
catch
little
up.
secret.
Yeah. Very nice.
for you guys and for Jeremy as well.
I'm so happy. I'm also very happy I guessed the watch.
Man.
I'm gonna bask in this
so
for a while.
impressed because I actually thought that Hamilton, like not many people know.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So anyways, if you're watching this right now, you will notice that there is like an extra mic in the middle. If you're watching this on YouTube, but if you're not, we're telling you right now, there are 3 mics being set up.
Yes.
And there's a very simple reason for that.
That's because we have a special guest for our show.
guest.
Our first guest of podcast.
Wow!
Yes, so this guy is our friend. His name is Ben. Ben, you want to come in and join us?
Yeah, so the whole point of this is a hangout, right? So our guests also going to be our friends.
Hello.
Because our friends are also our guests.
Yes.
Because why? Because hang out with friends lah, we chit chat lah.
Yeah. Hello, Ben.
Hi, yeah.
So Ben, you want to introduce yourself, what you do and stuff?
Okay, so I'm Ben. I'm actually an architect and I work abroad. This is my first time home in 2 years since
Because of the
COVID.
pandemic.
Exactly, because of pandemic. Now I'm finally back to Tanah Airku.
Wow.
Have to show a bit of BM skills.
Yeah. So I still have it. Still have a little
Because they
bit.
don't speak BM in Singapore, right?
Unless you're in a train station.
Which is ironic because in Singapore, Bahasa Melayu, BM, is their national language.
It is, but
Right?
no one speaks and they don't even know how to speak.
That's
Like they say pegang as pegang.
Yeah.
Or kena
What else,
as kana.
Kena as kana.
Not Kana Curry House,
Or sial is actually sia, right? Crazy sia. Do you
Oh,
guys know?
that is actually from Sial.
Really?
I think so. I'm not sure, but I think that's the progression of it, how it came about.
Oh yeah, actually makes sense. Like crazy sial. Okay, good.
One more thing is they speak. I mean, they know how to speak a bit of Malay because national anthem is in Malay,
So they only know the words in Malay lah.
but they don't understand what they're singing.
Okay. So anyway, welcome to Malaysia.
Oh,
welcome to Malaysia after 2 years.
you. Thank
Although you're Malaysian lah, right?
Yes.
So what's your favorite Malaysian food?
My favorite Malaysian food is everyone's favorite, nasi lemak.
Okay, and where is the best nasi lemak in Singapore?
In Singapore?
Because we all know Malaysia got better food, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's a universal truth.
So let's ask this half Singaporean. Where can you find good nasi lemak in Singapore?
Actually, honestly, I don't normally take nasi lemak in Singapore because I would then naturally compare to Malaysian version.
Yeah, I really kasihan you. That means in Singapore, you don't eat that much because everything will be compared to Malaysians and Malaysian food is overall better.
I didn't say that. I still want to clear my immigration to go back home. But yes, but if I really have to say something, there's actually this one brand that is actually now everywhere in Singapore. It's called Crave.
Okay.
It was a smallish shop in Adam Road that sells nasi lemak, and then they became a commercial brand, and now it's in every single mall.
Wow.
I've actually tried this Crave before when I was in Singapore.
Okay.
What I have to say is their sambal is kind of sweet,
You're right.
Okay. So it's not the spicy type.
not the spicy type.
Oh.
And then they are always served with like fried fish or fried chicken.
Okay, fried fish. Okay lah. I guess nasi lemak. Oh.
The thing is, in Singapore, every nasi lemak comes with fried fish.
What?
That's the thing.
How can we be so similar in culture and still so different?
I don't know.
I haven't been to Singapore in a very long
Surrounded
time.
is an island, I guess. A lot of fish.
Oh, that makes sense. Makes
But
sense.
yes, why are we talking about food?
I mean, when it comes to Malaysia and Singapore, of course, it's all about food, right? Because
And
we
the
know
rivalry, right?
And the rivalry, maybe.
There is a little bit of a rivalry for sure. How do you like? So now that you've worked in Singapore for how many years now?
Now it's almost a decade.
Almost a decade,
Yeah,
right?
almost
So
a decade.
obviously you are Malaysian and you grew up Malaysian. Now you work for 10 years in Singapore.
Yes.
What are the biggest kind of like differences between Malaysia and Singapore that like we don't immediately think about or maybe won't even realize? You think?
I think how we use public spaces. I think I realized the
Oh,
lack of it.
architectural thing come
Spoken like
already.
an architect. I would like to hear more about this. Okay, please.
No, it's really like most of the time because all of us in Singapore we commute, right? So we're always on public space, the walkway or something. So now when I was back for a while, I did not have any transportation, and I realized I could not walk to the closest mall because there's no pathway.
Right.
So I'm stuck. Other than just trying to use Grab service or some taxi to get there. So
How
that's
we
the
use public-
biggest.
So what you're saying is Singapore uses the public spaces a lot better than they do in Malaysia.
That's
I
because they
think-
don't have cars.
I think so. I think people share public spaces a lot more and more aware. So it became like almost like everyone's vigilant of each other as well when they're on the street. Versus here, we are connected places to places, A to B, basically.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that's something that I realized that's the biggest difference.
Actually, I kind of prefer that kind of lifestyle in Singapore.
Like the pedestrian
Like
friendly.
the pedestrian-friendly lifestyle, because I get to be out there. I get to enjoy, my environment. I get to touch the trees as I walk.
Nobody
on the
does
streets.
that lah.
I mean, you know what I mean lah.
It will help your street photography game easier.
Yeah, every single day, every single moment when I'm walking, I can actually just take picture
Yeah.
of whatever. When I'm driving, I cannot. So, and also because I feel that Malaysians are always driving because we really don't have all these facilities for us to walk around.
Yep.
So we need to drive.
Jeremy, you just brought up a very good point, which is why I think that there's a big difference as well in social media. Like in Malaysia, we do a lot of cafe, a lot of food.
Yep.
And then in Singapore, they do a lot of street photography and architecture.
Oh.
Because people are more aware as they walk. Because when we drive, we're focused on the road almost.
Right.
Which is, I think that's
It's so interesting. Yeah, I guess it makes sense, right? Like even like you look at like the kind of stuff from Tokyo and all these very pedestrian friendly cities.
Then their street photos are so nice. Singaporeans also, I see all my Singaporean Instagram friends, they're always taking pictures of buildings, streets, whatever.
'Cause they're
And then you
in
see
that
Malaysia,
space.
take what?
I mean, food law, cafe law. Because our food is better than Singapore, so we take picture and show lah.
You want to make enemies with a lot of audience, huh?
I'm just joking, guys. Much love. Singaporean girls very pretty.
Okay. So, also, I'm sure a lot of people ask you, hey Ben, are you planning to come back to work in Malaysia?
Good question. I'm semi doing it now because I'm working from home from Malaysia.
But you're working for a Singaporean company.
Yes. I'm still with my current company in Singapore, but we have made an arrangement for me to work from here for now until Chinese New Year, which is now, I guess. Now.
So how does it feel like earning 3 times Malaysian money and spending it in Malaysia?
Oh my God. Every single person's favorite question.
Yeah, of course.
It feels good, I
Yeah.
guess.
How does it feel like constantly buying your friends, i.e. The two of us, like lunch and dinner and dessert all the time? You haven't started yet, right? It's gonna start soon.
Oh no. But I think to sum it up, is the best right now, this arrangement, because I'm spending here and working there per se. So yeah.
So as an architect, does this like work from home situation like affect your work so much? Like how does it work?
It does, because we do a lot of collaborative work with our team, constantly actually requiring us to talk to each other. So now I'm constantly on Zoom calls just to make sure that I'm still in touch with them. But otherwise, I think endemic help us to become more okay to work from somewhere else.
How many cases are there now in Singapore?
No, I don't
Daily?
want to report that. I think it's higher than Malaysia.
Is it really?
It is borderline 6,000, I think,
Oh really? Yeah.
which is not the case here, no?
Malaysia is like about 5-ish.
4, 5.
Yeah.
5 yesterday, I think.
I just saw my friend in Singapore drinking in the club, in the bar. Like no problem, like cheers, like very happy.
I think people just don't care anymore.
Yeah lah, I think
you know,
so
like
lah.
booster auto already.
Okay.
Then what else can we do?
It's true.
Everyone's mindset right now, isn't it?
But
Yeah.
it is important for us to do our part and remind you to always be safe and adhere to social distancing and SOPs.
please. Social distancing. Please wear mask all the time, even when you're sleeping.
Even when you're sleeping.
I mean, just in case.
But COVID gonna come and sleep next to you like, hi!
You know, the COVID can come through the window one, go inside the air and then go inside your mouth all.
No lah, COVID ends after midnight, that's why.
Oh yeah, everything closed at midnight. So anyway, since you're an architect, right? And since you're in Malaysia now, why don't you tell us something interesting about Malaysian architecture or Malaysian buildings?
Ooh, I'm sure there's lots of trivia. Like stuff that we may not necessarily appreciate because we might take it for
correct,
granted.
because we are not architects, so you don't know.
Yeah, to us a building is a building.
Correct.
They got nice cafe, that's all we know.
I don't know, man. Actually, what do you guys think about our landmarks? All the landmarks in KL, let's say.
Like the Twin Towers, that's the first one that comes to mind.
Okay. Twin Towers, that's nice.
I think that's a very beautiful building.
It is.
I think Twin Tower is a solid building.
Yes,
Like,
correct. It looks like
iconic.
Jagong. Like everyone says, it looks like 2 Jagong standing there.
Is that why I'm always so hungry when I look at it? Like, oh, it's time to eat.
But why is it like a Jagong?
Actually, it's not even. I don't know lah. This Jagong thing, it's more like our own thing.
I think the Jagong thing is because we look at it, it looks like a Jagong from our bottom up angle. I'm sure when they design it, people don't design buildings like as a pedestrian looking up. Do they?
Exactly.
They don't, right?
We do the form also. We try to understand the form, what makes it beautiful. But I think that what makes it very, very interesting is because this is almost like a landmark building for Malaysia, and it's done by our Prime Minister of that time, which is.
Mahathir.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. So it was.
I mean, we have too many prime minister change. I don't even know who's who anymore.
We just nearly got deported if we forgot our history.
Yeah,
Singapore also would accept me now because of all the things I said.
So yeah, but it is a legacy project basically, like the watches that you guys just talked about just now. So the legacy of our Prime Minister, therefore, it has to be good. And one thing that it has to be good is actually representing Malaysia. And actually, KLCC is built on plan. If you look at it flat, if you cut this Jagong in cross-sectional manner, right, you'll find that it's actually in the motif of an Islamic pattern.
Oh,
Wow.
That is what it's
what is
consists
this
of.
Islamic pattern?
It's geometrical pattern of how do you call those stars? The one with many different angles.
Like the star, it's almost like the stars in the Malaysian flag lah.
Yeah, almost like that. Exactly. I would say in that sense lah. Yes.
Okay.
The number of corners, I don't know how
Just
many
that
lah.
the edges of the stars are shorter.
Well, I guess that makes sense because if you're saying like the Islamic, because like when you go to mosque or whatever, they have all these little patterns
Exactly.
and all that. That's part of like a kind of like a recurring motif all across the world, actually, right?
So every Islamic pattern has on the mosque or on any of their screens, basically something that, particularly in places where you need it to be more tropical or open to the environment, right? The screen is made of this geometrical motifs, you can call, and having it instead of vertically, what the architect ingeniously has done is he put it onto a plan and then extrude it into a big building.
So it's like looking at the geometric pattern in like the third and fourth dimension.
Exactly. Wow, that's just
Right?
You're right.
I didn't get what you were talking about, but it sounds cool.
Then I might just repeat what we say to other people who do architecture. They'll be like, "Wow, Jason, you know your stuff,
Okay. Next question. I want to ask you. What is your favorite building in Malaysia or KL? Oh, I think quite interesting.
That's
For an
yeah,
architect
for an
who's
architect.
working in Singapore.
No, this is a tough question.
Yeah, because
Wait,
like
why don't we share first? What
Yeah.
is your favorite building? Or what is my favorite building? And then we hear it from the pro.
my favorite building is Mid Valley Mega Mall because it is the closest mall to my house, and every time I go there, it's got everything that I need. So I'm very happy when I'm there.
Correct. My current favorite building is Pavilion Bukit Jalil. I think we talked about this in episode 1, I think, right? It's my favorite building now because it's just across my studio. It's very near my house. I go there almost every single day to eat lunch, buy groceries. So that's my current favorite building. And yeah, our favorite building seems to be malls.
Tell us you're not an architect without telling us you're not an architect. Ben, what about you? What do you think, in your opinion, is the most beautiful building in town?
It's so many to choose from. But I have back of my mind right now one building. It's black in color.
Okay.
And it's a residential building, not far from KLCC.
Is it a trivia for us now?
It is.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay, give us more clues.
It's in within 200 meters radius from KLCC
that's
itself.
very near.
And
Residential.
it's as tall as
As tall as
W.
KLCC?
No.
Okay.
As tall as W Hotel beside it.
It's next to W. I'm terrible with these.
Okay, you imagine you are at KLCC now,
And
you
this is-
come out, right? And then W is on your left. Okay?
Oh.
you imagine?
I can kind of imagine.
Okay.
Yes.
So, give
And
us more
then
clues.
it's this 2 towers as well, surprisingly so, and it's in black. And what sets it apart from every other building is it's full with creepers growing on it, on a high-rise building.
What's a creeper?
The-
Is
the-
it like a little monster that come out from the ground?
That's Minecraft, bro.
No, last time got this movie, Tremors. That was a Tremors. Wow, so different. Okay, anyway.
Well, I listened to your previous episode. You tend to like give weird names, different things like not supposed to be there.
Anyway, so okay, creepers around the building.
Yeah. So the whole building is, although it's black, it has this almost like a live art, abstracted art that is made out of green creepers,
Wow.
and that is your residential.
Honestly, it feels like a million years since I've been to that part of KL, so I can't for the life of me.
Why don't you just Google now?
What is it called?
MRT there.
What MRT?
Oh,
MRT station?
yeah. Take the train, feel our public
No,
space.
as in now he wants to Google.
What is it? Okay,
You want to give him a name or?
Yeah,
or-
Nouveau. NOUVEL.
N-O.
Residence KL, I guess.
Okay, let's just see.
So Jeremy is currently Googling.
At
this
Nouvelle
building.
KLCC condominium complex. It's closed. Goes to. Oh wow!
How does it look?
It looks.
Show me. Wow. It's also twin towers, huh?
Yeah.
With the bridge in the middle. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Wow!
It is that close to KLCC. It almost frames it, I think. Yeah.
It's legit, man.
And it's beautiful. One of the most beautiful
I
residential.
actually didn't notice the bridge in the middle. Now I know.
Wow, it's so pretty.
What's it called again?
La Nouvelle.
La Nouvelle.
Wow.
So that's the name of the architect, actually. Yeah, his name is John Nouvel.
Oh.
So nice, huh? You architect, you name the building that people live in under as yourself.
So if you build 100 buildings around the world, means all the 100 buildings got Nouvelle.
You can start with like Nouvel 1, Nouvel 2, then you know a different
Hey, so
street.
building names are dictated by the architect, man?
No, I think because he is a very famous person and people
Want to use his
want almost like fashion statement or something of a design statement. This is done by Nouvel.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
It's
that's how
gorgeous.
it
You see,
is.
this is the kind of architecture that is beautiful that we need to do more of.
But why do you like that building so much?
It's
of
unique.
creepers.
It is very unique. Firstly, you're in the center of the city, and then you have this black building that you don't normally see in a tropical climate. And how do you soften it? And you have this natural element that actually wraps up the entire
To
building.
make it cool, lah.
Yeah, cool, and also stands out basically from everything else. It's not glassy, which is we're so familiar with all these glassy building these days, but this is one of a kind, and I think it's quite cool.
Wow. I never noticed this building until today.
People go out and check out KL City Centre. You see so many more interesting buildings.
If only we could walk around lah.
Yeah, because we all have to drive and we can't look around because we're driving.
Or you can buy them. You can buy them too.
Yeah, that's a lot harder than walking around. It's a lot cheaper to walk around.
Cool. So, okay, if that's the case, right? What's your favorite building in Singapore then?
Oh,
Just a quick one.
How about you guys? Yeah.
I don't know any Orchard. The stretch is very nice.
Shopping mall again.
Takashimaya.
To me, I would say it's not even Marina Bay Sands.
Okay.
It's the Gardens by the Bay.
Oh.
Those little, not little, those giant tree-looking thing
Right.
beside Marina Bay Sands. Those are quite interesting. I think those are my favorite architecture things in Singapore currently.
Curious, when's the last time that you guys get to visit Singapore?
It's been a while for me. It's been a very long time for me.
Mine was probably like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, something like that.
It was like 5 or 6 actually. I haven't been there in a long time. Has it changed
Have
a
you
lot?
seen the Gardens by the Bay?
Yes, I've seen pictures lah.
Pictures lah.
Yeah.
You need to go and see it by yourself.
Really? Yeah.
It's massive. It's like you're in a fantasy, like Avatar world, like Avatar world.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
Oh, must bring wide angle lens also. You take all the.
Oh yeah, it's
correct,
true. It's
correct.
true. Everyone does that. That's the thing. Everyone go there and take big architecture pictures.
Oh man, I really should lah. I will just do this thing where I go to like popular photography Instagram spots like 6 years after it's popular, just to remind people they exist.
Oh, actually, speaking of that, right? I still want to go Singapore to check out that new Apple store. The one that looks like a ball in the water.
That's true.
That glass ball in the water. It's so interesting.
That's built during COVID. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
when
open
it
during
was
COVID.
open during COVID, I was like, I need to go there now because if I go there 1 or 2 years later, when I take picture, nobody will like anymore.
But on the bright side, if you go there now, you might have less people in your picture.
True, but then also less likes. Because everyone has seen it. You know, there's no point of me going there to take picture of that building now.
But nobody has seen your interpretation of the picture.
Wow.
You know what I
Giving
mean?
A touch of smash pops.
A touch of smash pop.
Okay.
Speaking of
Okay lah.
Apple Store, we have one that is in Malaysia, no? That's opening soon.
I heard a rumor.
Yes.
About this.
Yeah.
I don't know how true this
the thing
is.
is, people are saying that there will be an Apple Store, which is going to open at TRX.
Right.
Oh.
Because the whole TRX thing is under construction now, so no one actually knows
What's going to happen?
if there will be an Apple Store. But when everyone's talking about it, and even like people who are working on the project
Right.
also say that, oh, got Apple Store ma, you know, like that. Then we're like, huh? What? Got Apple Store? And then that's all that we get to know as of now.
So there are people who are just saying got Apple Store, but
Yeah.
when you poke them for more info, they suddenly like, I don't know what you're talking about. You heard wrongly. When did I say anything about Apple Store?
I think if they say like that, means really got Apple Store. Yeah, so I
Or they
think
sign.
if got, then it'll be good lah. Because then you know why?
Why?
One of the biggest reasons why a country needs to have an Apple Store is because they will then be one of the first to receive new gadgets like new iPhones.
Oh, it's like a.
Like
you don't have to wait for your.
if you have an Apple Store in your country, you will be the first country alongside like Singapore, US to get the iPhone first.
But the prices will still be the same lah.
Same price lah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
mean,
like you don't have to wait like 1 to 2 months later for them to
Right.
come to Malaysia or your country. So to me, that's the biggest advantage of having the Apple Store.
I just like it because usually the Apple stores are very beautifully done up, right?
I
Like
think so.
so Instagrammable.
For you to take pictures with your new iPhone that you buy from the store. Walk out.
Correct.
Let the first picture be of you in the front of the store.
And then you post. So anyway,
Yeah.
should we end this?
I
now?
think so.
Because tired already.
I think like it's time to go for dinner hungry already.
Correct. Because now it's dinner time.
Yeah. Well, Ben, thank you so much for hanging out with us on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
We will like hopefully in the future we'll be able to like pick your brain for more architecture ideas next time.
Yes.
If ever I need to like build my own building, I'll call you lah.
Correct.
Wisma Jeremy.
Must be Wisma, right?
Got the name Wisma.
It's always something like that, right?
So anyway, if you're interested to know more about what Ben does or what kind of picture he like to take, I'm sure there will be a lot of buildings in his Instagram. Go follow him at Bengwoi, BENGWOOI.
That is right.
Anything else you want to share before we end the show?
No, I think we're good. I mean, go out to the street of KL, see more buildings, then you realize how
What if you
beautiful
are
our country
staying in
is.
Penang?
Also can, even better.
Oh.
Good food some more. I mean, in general.
Yeah, while you're eating the char kway teow, look up and see what buildings are around you.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, that's all for episode 4 of Yeah Yeah Yeah. Please subscribe, like, share this podcast with everyone else that you hate or you don't hate, or to everyone in the wedding banquet, you know. While waiting for the performance to end, you can listen to a podcast first. Say like that lah, okay? And also follow us, smashpop.
Jer says,
And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.